Welcome to the not Saturday Slam and Jam, the post-draft Slam and Jam here on the Athletic NBA Daily. On today's show, we're talking to Sam Vecenie, and we're doing draft awards, and then we'll do some trivia. With me, as always, is my good friend Alex Speers, and Sam Vecenie, right after the first round of the NBA draft, is joining us to give draft awards. Sam, how's it going? You've already done a lot of podcasting tonight. You've done a lot of writing. Thank you so much for joining us on the Slam and Jam.
I have only been streaming for 4 hours, so it's a very normal day for me. And right. We'll go for another amount of time here. It'll be great. And second round mock draft has been filed already. We're just rolling here, guys. I'm ready to go.
We're just rolling. Just rolling.
The first round of the 2026 draft has concluded, which means it's time to give out some awards. So I've come up with 11 awards, and I'm going to present the award, and then Sam and Andrew will both give me their winners. So the first award, it's an easy one. Snug as a Bug Award. This award goes to your favorite player team fit in the entire first round. So Sam, we'll start with you. What's just your favorite fit?
So can I cheat here, Alex, real quick? And you'll understand why I'm doing it.
Okay.
So what I'm leading, so every year I do a winners and losers column for the Athletic, right? After the first round. Really after the draft, and then last year after the first round. And what my first winner is going to be is all of AJ DeBanza, Darren Peterson, Cam Boozer, and Caleb Wilson. I think it's all four of them as like human beings going to the locations that they went to. Because AJ DeBanza, the Washington Wizards desperately need rim pressure within this core. They need somebody who can get to the foul line within this young core. And they needed help defensive rebounding. They took shots from 2-point range from the 25th furthest distance of any team in the league last year. They were 27th in free throw attempt rate. And they were 27th or something like that in defensive rebounding rate. DeBanza is going to help in all those factors. Darren Peterson, the one thing that Jazz core need is like a secondary playmaker who could maybe be a primary at times, like a real unbelievable scorer who can also handle and pass and make decisions. Darren Peterson fits that best of these four players. Cameron Boozer, I think, is like perfect for the Memphis Grizzlies because they already have one of the best interior centers in Zach Edey, and they have the ability to weaponize what Cam Boozer can bring to the table offensively because of that, because they don't have to worry about playing him at the 5 because that center already exists. And then Caleb Wilson, he ticks every single box for what Bryson Graham is looking for. Like, I think that Bryson Graham probably would have taken Caleb Wilson higher than 4th overall if you would have made me guess. So to me, I think that it's all four of these guys. The order went in the way it was supposed to go, is what I truly believe on this front, because all four of those guys fit their locations best as compared to what the alternatives could have been.
Well, can I ask you, though, on Caleb Wilson, because a few days ago we asked you about a front court partner, and since that time, the Bulls have traded for Nick Claxton, which did not really fit the mold of the type of front court partner you would want. What do you think about that in terms of Caleb Wilson's development playing next to Nick Claxton?
Yeah, I don't like it. Look, it's not like the worst thing in the world, right? Like, they got Nick Claxton for free, basically, other than using their cap space, right? I think people who are seeing this as some sort of like steal for the Bulls are probably overstating it by like a pretty significant margin, because look, I know a lot of people haven't watched a ton of Nets basketball recently, but like, Nick Claxton has not been very good for like a year and a half now, to be honest. And I do think part of it has been like engagement has not been amazing from time to time. And I do think part of it is like that in general, he can struggle with physicality from time to time, right? So I think that's a real factor for sure. And I think maybe his change of scenery is exactly what he needs. Probably wouldn't have been my move if I was Bryson Graham, and I don't love it. But I don't think they're going to prioritize Nick Claxton at the expense of Caleb Wilson at the end of the day either.
Yeah. Andrew, who is your bug that is snug?
I really actually like what the Hornets did. I like Steinbach going to them at 14 and then like Christian Anderson later. Just like add more shooting, add more offensive skill, like a legit rebounder in Steinbach too, I think is super helpful for them. Like they just need to add like legitimate big men. And I think Steinbach has like a chance to be like one of the best bigs in this draft. So I like that for the Hornets as they like continue to build this team and like what I think is like a really good way in the Eastern Conference. I think they'll continue to be more competitive. And I think both these guys can help them. They do have a lot of guards. So I don't know how much time a guy like Christian Anderson can get next year, but I just love the idea of adding more shooting. So I like that.
Sam, I know there's some concerns about Steinbach's defense, but otherwise, do you feel like he kind of fits into this identity of the Hornets?
Love it. They have a serious emphasis right now on killing the glass and killing the possession game. It feels like to me when I watch them. They were awesome on the offensive glass, awesome on the defensive glass. Steinbach to me is the best rebounder in this draft class. So to get somebody like him, I think it leans into exactly what they're trying to do on both ends of the court with the rebounding. Defensively, he needs to prove that he can protect the rim, but nonetheless.
All right. Now on the flip side, we have the Not Like This award. This award goes to the prospect that you don't necessarily dislike, but you don't love the situation that they've ended up in. So Andrew, who is your selection for the Not Like This award?
I'm a big fan of Dalen Swain. I don't love him in Chicago. I feel like they have a lot of these like wings that don't really shoot it off the catch. And he's just like another one of those there. I don't love that. I don't think that they need more guys that kind of need the basketball. So I don't love that for Chicago. And I don't love it for Swain either. As far as like development goes, they just haven't done a ton with those kind of guys. Now they'll have a new coach and everything will be different there, but I don't love that for Swain for sure. And then I mean, obviously I don't know that I would like anybody on the Kings. Like I don't really wish the Kings on anybody. Maybe Acuff will be awesome for them. I just kind of wanted Acuff to go to a better situation overall, but like those are probably like the two that stick out the most to me.
Oh, see, I love the Acuff because I feel like he's definitely going to be a situation where he's going to get the keys to the car and we'll get to see the full Acuff experience, which is what we want.
Sure.
Jeez, Andrew. Okay, Sam. Who would you give it to? The Not Like This award.
Yeah, so a couple of bigs late in the first round that I'm just like a little bit confused on, I guess. So the Atlanta Hawks take Zubi Ejiofor, a player that I like makes total sense to me. Good third big man in the NBA because he can play the 4 a little bit because he can switch. He'll likely be able to play the 5 because he's strong and physical and can protect the rim. He has good vertical pop. Just kind of a lot of what they have already with Onyeka Okongwu on some level in terms of like defensive role. And I'm a little bit confused. They didn't try to find somebody and something that's like a little bit different, like a bit more of a complement to Okongwu as opposed to being like a little bit more, of an overlap, maybe is the way to put it. And then the Spurs taking both Jaden Quaintance and Terrace Reed is just interesting to me. It says to me, look, Jaden Quaintance, he was flagged by teams. That's not a secret. That's why he falls to 20 even. And if he didn't go 20, like I do honestly wonder where he would have been picked. So I look at that and can see, okay, maybe they're just like planning on him taking, a redshirt year or something, or they're not planning on playing him a lot next year. So they decided to take Terrace Reed and maybe they'll move Luke Cornett or something like that, try to find a different option that way. But like, it felt like overkill for what that was to take both of those guys, I guess, to me. I think they're both good players. Like I actually really like Quaintance's talent. I think Terrace Reed's going to be an awesome backup center. And I think they both can play with Wemby on some level too. But it almost feels like they're going to throw like a broken pool cue in the middle of the court and just be like, hey, fight to the death. Whoever gets this, ends up winning gets to be the backup center for Wemby for the next decade. Right. It's just like, well, okay, like you probably didn't have to do that for 2 guys. You probably could have just done that with Cornette and, left Cornette out in the dumpster or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Next award, very important one, biggest reaction award. Now, if anyone watched your stream, Sam, they probably would have seen whatever the answer to this is, but the award goes to the draft selection that resulted in the biggest reaction from you the moment you heard the pick. Now, this could be good or bad. And I remember from last year, I wasn't even clipping it to post it on social media. I was just clipping it to share with my friends when you got the news that the Pelicans were trading up.
Yeah.
Because your reaction to that was so good. This year, nothing that crazy, but was there a pick that kind of stunned you in the moment, one way or the other?
No, the biggest reaction for me came when Adam Silver got up and pronounced De La Rea's name, Sergio De La Rea. And I was like, man, my man put some relish on the hot dog right there, baby. Let's go. We're rolling here. That got a good minute-long laugh for me.
That's nice because it was right towards the end. You were probably getting tired. It was probably invigorating. Yeah. Andrew, was there a pick that really got you going or a pronunciation?
I mean, a lot of this draft felt pretty chalky, I would say.
Did.
So not in particular. I did just like the Thunder trading a couple second rounders to move up a spot to get Bennett Stirtz. I just think that Stirtz fits really well. That was probably the biggest reaction for me was the Thunder getting him just because I really think he fits well with the Thunder and what they want to do offensively, and adding more shooting, I think will help them quite a bit. And just the kind of passer that he is too. So adding just a multi-dimensional offensive player to the squad that, certainly when they're missing two of their best playmakers, they needed somebody like that. But even just adding a guy that can function off the ball like Stirtz, I think is helpful. So to me, that was probably the biggest one. Either that or when the Mavericks took Merez Johnson Jr. I was a little surprised. They have a lot of forwards. They have bigs. That's kind of where the strength of their roster is. So it surprised me a little bit that that's the direction that the Mavericks went in. So that was probably maybe the most shocking one to me, is that as far as fit goes, and I give the Mavericks credit. You shouldn't draft for fit if you're inside the top 10. And so I give them a ton of credit for not doing that, because I do think that he was one of the best guys left on the board.
My biggest reaction, I know I'm not allowed to answer, but I think it was LeBaron Philon to the Sixers, just because it's a player I really like, and I just didn't think they were going to take LeBaron Philon.
So this is funny. On the mock draft that I did last night, so when people are listening to this 2 nights ago, with Bryce Simon, podcast partner over at Game Theory, I had brought up the idea of them taking Okori, actually.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And the idea being, if you looked at their roster, they have 1 1/4 ball handlers on the roster.
True.
VJ Edgecombe, depending on if you think he can handle the ball, I think he's probably better as an off guard. He's really it behind Tyrese Maxey. I thought that it made total sense. I don't know what else you guys are going to ask in terms of questions wise, but I do just want to point out here that LeBaron Philon and 3 second-round picks for Jared McCain is a pretty good deal to me for the 76ers.
Yeah.
I think they're coming away looking pretty sweet on this, to be honest. And I like LeBaron Philon. I love Jared McCain. I think he's a terrific basketball player. But I think, look, hot take, the Philadelphia fan base may have overreacted to that one a little bit. But you're telling me I get 2 extra years of Philon on a rookie scale deal plus 3 second-round picks? Hey, maybe that was not the worst idea in the world.
Yeah, I think that was part of my reaction, because some of the names you had heard had all been more the bigs, and specifically I'd heard Sanak, and I was like, man, if it's Sanak here, and I would have felt much different. But a player like Philon, who I feel has real upside, I was pretty excited. Okay, next award, the League Pass Leap Award. This award goes to the team who most improved their watchability for next season based on their draft selections. Sam, who would you give this award to?
I don't even know that it's fully based on their draft selections, but I mean, I think Utah is going to be must-watch TV next year.
Yeah.
Because again, I don't know how many people have watched the Utah Jazz the last few years just because they haven't been amazing, but Will Hardy's offensive scheme is freaking awesome, guys. It's so sweet. All of the off-ball movement, like the synergy, the way that they like think through all of their actions, the way that they space the court, the architecture of the offense is absolutely sublime. And now you're adding like everybody on the court except for Walker Kessler can shoot. They can go to 5 out lineups very easily with guys like Kyle Filipowski or even Jaren Jackson at the 5 and like bench units, right? And you're adding Darren Peterson, one of the best shooters in the class, to that group with that coach. That's going to be one of the most fun teams to watch in the NBA next year. Like, no questions asked to me.
I agree with that. Andrew?
I will say both of these teams increase their watchability for at least the first 2 months of the season in the Nets and Kings, just having like 2 like primary guys that they drafted. And it's going to be really fun to see like, who are these guys? And they're probably going to be measured against each other a lot because they're both like on ball scorers, and Michael Brown and Darius Acuff. I think they're both guys that will be like fun to watch. That could be, I mean, is it crazy to think they could both be the leading scorers on their teams? Is that insane to think? So I think like those two help both those teams a lot. Now,
why'd you say 2 months, Andrew? Why are you only giving them 2 months? There's no tanking doesn't exist anymore.
It has nothing to do with tanking.
The Nets don't even have their pick.
Yeah, Andrew.
It has nothing to do with tanking. I don't know. I'm just saying that
you're not going to tune into some relegation battles in March.
You know what? Maybe the 2 months are it's the first month of the season and then the relegation battle. Honestly, if I could take those months and split them up. Like, I think we want to watch like the first 10 games of these guys, and then we want to watch the relegation battle for both of them.
I am just realizing now, I was only thinking of the downside of relegation, but there is going to be like a player who hits a shot to move his team outside of relegation. And that's going to be awesome.
Could be Michael Brown Jr.
And do you think Sean Marks is going to storm the court? Because I don't think the players are.
Probably not. Yeah, it
just
won't be
Sean Marks
like
and BJ Johnson just like storming the court with excitement. We're out of the relegation zone.
Yeah, that's true.
Just be excited they won, you know, like that they won a basketball game. And then it's kind of cool because it does allow both the players and the front office to both be excited about winning games. Because I remember like when the Thunder were tanking and like poor Isaiah Roby, you know, won a game for the Thunder in Portland, and that guy got some mean DMs from people, you know.
He did.
And like I think that the relegation zone can like take that away.
Okay, next award, the Deep Impact Award. This award goes to the players selected deep in the first round that you think will make the biggest impact in year one. Now, deep in the first round, I'm really just talking about the back half, okay? So it doesn't have to be that deep. It's just I just wanted to call the award Deep Impact because I was just watching the clip from Deep Impact when all the people die. You know
what?
And Frodo goes up. Yeah, I was just watching it. It popped up on YouTube. Recommended it to me. I had to watch it.
Okay.
You've seen it. The guy sitting on the bench reading the paper. The wave just rushes over him.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a movie, huh, Sam? You're a big movie buff.
Deep Impact is a very good movie. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Okay, what are we talking about? All right.
I believe there's
Andrew.
like an Arrow 4K release of Deep Impact. I've almost bought it a couple of times. Or maybe it's Deep Blue Sea. Maybe Deep Impact doesn't have one.
Oh, man. I was going to say you should treat yourself.
Yeah.
Or just watch that one clip over and over again like me. Okay, Andrew, who is your Deep Impact Award winner?
I do like Phylon to the 76ers. We already mentioned him, but I just think adding a talent like that can come off the bench for you and bring like instant scoring for a team in the 76ers that not only needs that when they're healthy, but they struggle with injury, and they probably will continue to struggle with injuries in some capacity next season. And so just to have like another on-ball scorer, I think is super important for them. So I think to me, when I'm looking at like the back half, I think Phylon makes the most sense for this one.
And Sam?
Alex Caravan. He's really like the guy on that Kings team that will move the ball. He'll knock down shots that are open. He plays really good team defense. Like you look at the rest of that roster, it's like, well, not a lot of guys are doing the dirty work. You know what I mean? Like not a lot of guys are making the quick swing pass, making the right decision every time. Like, I think he's probably going to end up playing 20 minutes a game with the Kings because he just knows how to play and makes the right choices every time he touches the ball, and he can shoot in a way that Darius Acuff will need spacing around him. So I would go Caravan.
Our next award, Sam, this will be an easy one for you because you just wrote the article. Pick 31 award. This award goes to the player that you would select with the first pick on day 2.
I mean, look, I would take Richie Saunders, but like, I don't know that the Knicks will do that because they probably don't want like a redshirt guy who like is going to miss, maybe a portion of the year, maybe, a few months, but like Richie Saunders is my best player available. I wonder if the Knicks are going to move that pick. They've already picked up 5 second rounders to, add to their cache of second rounders already. I think that having second rounders as a contending team is really valuable as well. Like it's a really, really useful thing. So I don't know. I would imagine that there will be something of like a bidding war for that, and that they might end up auctioning it off again and end draft night end the 2 days of the draft with like 8 second rounders or something like that. And we'll see where it goes. But I mean, the best player on my board left is Richie Saunders from BYU.
Who did you mock?
I have mocked Isaiah Evans there.
Okay. Andrew, anyone else you like?
I was going to say Isaiah Evans. Also, shout out to Baba Miller, who just has a cool name.
Shout out to Baba Miller. Our next award, the Miffed and Peeved Award. This award goes to the fan base that we think is the most frustrated after night 1 of the draft, which I think is an interesting question because, as we've talked about, it kind of went chalk. No one really fell. Andrew, who would you pick for this Miffed and Peeved Award?
Yeah, I think a lot of Thunder fans are miffed about the Adai Mara pick, just because the Thunder have a lot of centers on their roster. If they get Hartenstein back, I think they feel like there's too many bigs on the team at this point and don't really understand the Mara pick. And I can sympathize with that. It wasn't the guy that I picked for the Thunder. Now, we can talk about this. The way that the board fell, like Morris Johnson's gone, Braden Burries is gone, Jaxel Lindenborg is gone. Like, to me, those are all guys that you take there. And then you kind of look at after that, like, I don't think Nate Ament was going to be that guy. I don't think the Thunder would draft a guy like Steinbach, who I do like, but I just don't know that he is a guy that can play defense the way the Thunder want him to. Swain is a guy that, like, maybe you swing for Swain there at 12. But to me, when you kind of think about it, it probably makes sense with the way the board fell. But I think that Thunder fans were hoping for a more versatile guy that could maybe play the 4 or the 3 rather than just like a true center.
Well Andrew, can we talk about this just like a little bit more with the Thunder before we move to my section here?
Yes, of course.
What do we think this means for Hartenstein? Because I've gotten the impression that they want to keep him. They are trying to keep Hartenstein is the plan.
I think that's true.
And I wonder if like the move now is just to opt into the team option. Like if you feel like Mara or Sorber, who they just drafted last year, could be like the cheap long-term option at center where you have 2 really cheap years at the center position, it actually just like kind of gets them out of cap hell if they feel like either of those guys can be your starting center in year 2. So I'm like kind of curious about the way that they handle the Hartenstein situation now, knowing again that like I think they genuinely like are planning on keeping him. They really love having Hartenstein.
Yeah. I guess my question to you would be, which of Sorber or Amara do you think fits best with Chet? Because like that's a very important question.
It's a great question. I don't have an answer to it.
Like I don't feel like I do either. I feel like I need to see these guys.
Like honestly, the Mara Chet combination feels like one that could get moved around a little bit too easily. against certain matchups, right? But Sorber has like a lower center of gravity, super long, can really pass. I love the fact that they're prioritizing just getting bigs who can really pass. Obviously, like all three of these guys in Hartenstein, Mara, and Sorber, awesome passers and playmakers. I would imagine that they're just looking at this like, hey, we have three guys now where they can pass, they can defend in space a little bit. Mara can't really do that, but like he's certainly a big time drop coverage defender. I think they're just trying to give themselves a lot of options. The other name here that obviously comes up is like, okay, Jalen Williams of Arkansas fame is the only one of these guys outside of Chet who can really shoot, right? Like I don't really buy Mara as a shooter. I don't buy Sorber as a shooter. And Hartenstein has the floater, but that's really it. Like Jalen Williams is kind of he's an important luxury, but like he's kind of a luxury now at $8 million. Like, do you look to move on from him? I think that what this does is it almost just like creates more questions for me in terms of what happens with their summer now. Not in a bad way. It just gives them more options at the end of the day. And I'm interested to see what options they choose to, express or implement.
Yeah. Yeah. And I would say that Jay Will is also like really important to the locker room and to like the overall spirit of the team.
Yeah.
As well as a guy that's like really developed into a good player, a guy that when he was drafted, he was kind of this strange, like I take charges and I can pass okay, and I don't really know what else he does. But then he's like turned himself into like a good 3-point shooter. He's like improved his body. His athleticism is much better than it was. He can slide his feet. He's tough. He like wanted the Victor Wembanyama assignment.
Yeah.
So like he's pretty important to them too. So there's just a lot of guys that play mostly center on the Thunder right now. And like maybe they want to create some competition over the course of the next year plus to see who is the best of those. And when you have as many picks and many options that the Thunder do, you could do that. Like you could just, instead of like making a decision now, you create competition and you just see who kind of rises to the top. Like that may be part of like what they're going to do.
In terms of the board breaking the wrong way, it is kind of ironic that, Thunder fans were dreading that the Thunder were going to take Nate Ament. And the fact that Ament doesn't go before them, as everyone was kind of predicting, is why the players that Thunder fans wanted to fall didn't fall to them. He ends up going to the later Bucks pick. And as a result, you lose out on Burries, Merez, and Yaxel, which I think were the three that any Thunder fan would have been very excited about.
Yeah.
Okay, Sam, who do you think is miffed and peeved? Other than Thunder fans?
It's a good question, to be honest. Just from like doing the podcast, like I know that Bryce had some questions, and not to say Bryce is like a Pistons fan necessarily, but like Bryce had some questions on Ibuka Okori, just in terms of the way he fits with Cade. But honestly, guys, like I think that like this was a pretty solid draft in this regard. Like, we didn't have the chaos actor that is Troy Weaver. Like we didn't have, any sort of like wild swings that occurred. I have some questions on a few guys, but I don't know. This feels like a pretty ho-hum draft to me, to be honest.
I know it does.
Yeah,
it really does. Are we just getting smarter, or is it just because it's such a good class? It's hard to have a bad pick in this class.
I wonder about the Raptors though. Like with Phylon being available, is that a guy? Because I feel like the Raptors could just use another guard too. Like we talked about with the Sixers. Like I just think they could have used another guard, and they added a forward in Alan Graves, who's kind of a Swiss Army knife type of guy, but like they already have a ton of those guys. So I wonder about the Raptors with that pick.
The idea that Bryce brought up to me that I thought was pretty smart actually was like, could they be envisioning Graves as the Sandro replacement? And like not pay Sandro in free agency. And I was like, that actually kind of makes sense to me. He's way smaller than Sandro and makes really quick decisions, and the numbers really drop off. We talked about that last week on the show. Like the numbers really drop off against high level competition. And now he's going to even higher level competition, which is a concern. But like honestly, I think I said this on the show when we did it. Like the names I'd heard were the Hornets, Raptors, and Spurs for him, like that 18 to 20 range. It felt like he was going to go there. I think he went to the best possible place that will value him the most, because they play like that very energetic, hectic style of defense where they really press up and get backcourt pressure. And then they really fly around in help coverage, like with Murray Boyles and with Scotty Barnes. And like he is like pretty good at instinctively knowing where to rotate and where to move around to. He makes really quick decisions. Like Darko Rajakovic is like a big time 0.5 decision maker guy. Dribble, pass, shoot, think, make quick decisions, get the ball moving, like pop that thing across the perimeter. Like, I think if it's going to work for Alan Graves, he went to the best possible place for it to work. I don't love the player's talent. Like I will say that. Like I am still not like the biggest fan of the decision from a talent perspective, but I understand why they felt like that was the right pick in that spot, given the scheme that they run, given what they value.
All right, our final award, the most prestigious Slam and Jam Best Draft Award. This award goes to the team that we think had the best overall draft. Sam, who's your ultimate winner? You're going to do a winners and losers column? Biggest winner.
I think, look, it's funny. Like, as soon as Memphis like picked Cam Boozer and then slid down, I was like, man, like they're kind of nailing this a little bit. Like they've done well. I was so ready. And then they picked Karim Lopez, who I'm like not the biggest fan of. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of think my answer might end up being the Kings. Like I really like Acuff, and I really like them going to get Caravan. Like I have Acuff as my 5th best player. They take him at 7. I think he's like a perfect fit. And like, here's the other thing for the Kings. They got a guy that like wants to be there. You know what I mean? Like they maneuvered things to make him go to the Kings. When was the last time that happened, guys? Like, I love that. That's so great. Like he gets a chance to run his own team, and he made it so that he would get there. People bring up Halliburton, like Halliburton being fine going to the Kings. This is a little bit different. Like I feel like the Kings and also Acuff like worked together to try to make it so that he would fall there. Right. Yeah. And that's pretty amazing to me. Like Scott Perry deserves a lot of credit, I think. And then to take Caravan in 29 and really just give up a few 2nd round picks for it. Like I think it was 2 2nd rounders to take Caravan. I love it. I thought they did really well. I thought they did really, really well tonight.
I like that a lot. Cause I remember when they fell to 7, just thinking, man, it's not just that they need to get a good player. They need to get like a force of personality cornerstone player that you can, that the whole fan base can believe in. And I feel like Acuff is exactly that kind of player. And the fact that he wants to go there is just a cherry on top. Andrew, best draft.
I mean, I love Darren Peterson for the Jazz.
Yeah.
I just think that's such a fun fit, like a ready-made, like this team is ready to start winning now. And I think adding Darren Peterson to that mix is going to help them. I just love like the long-term fit there. Cause I think there was like some question about when you look at that roster, it's like, okay, well, who's like going to be their best player? Who's going to be the guy that can be like their top tier, like scorer when it's a close game and you're in the round 2 of the playoffs? Like who's going to be the guy? And I don't know that there was one. And I think adding Darren Peterson gets you one of those guys. And so I just love that for them. I know that's the 2nd pick in the draft and they were probably going to take, one of Debanza or Peterson. But I think that, like you said earlier, Sam, like this fell the way it was supposed to. And I just love this for Utah, who's been in purgatory for a while and has had a bad team for a while. And now like they're ready to take off. And I think they're going to have a chance to be a top 6 seed in the Western Conference next year.
Yeah, I agree.
It's going to be a fun season. Tanking's done. No more losing. Everyone's going to be trying to win.
No one will lose.
Aren't you? I am. I know I hated on the tanking proposal for months and months, but now that it's actually here and I'm thinking about the upcoming season and knowing that like all these players, if they're healthy, are going to be playing The full season.
Have you turned heel?
I've turned heel.
And like the other thing, the weird thing that's like kind of happening league wide that I think we're seeing is like, we're kind of getting like a redistribution of talent a little bit too, because like a lot of these teams that were bad, we're like, no, we don't really want good players. Right.
Yeah.
And
100%.
now like they kind of have to go acquire good players. And I actually wonder if it means like, well, some of those like mid-tier teams and top end teams like might be a little bit worse, maybe. Like it's like kind of weird to kind of think through the way that that's actually going to like sort itself out league wide.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Sam, 5 hours of streaming has come to an end, and your reward is 8 more questions on Andrew versus the Beat. Now, the last time we played, each question corresponded to the team in that draft slot, their recent draft history. We're just going to keep the theme going. The numbers have changed. Now you'll be choosing between 9 and 16. But obviously there's some teams that are doubled up, Memphis and Chicago. So for those questions, we'll be talking about the teams that originally owned those picks. So 15 will correspond to the Portland Trailblazers. 16 will correspond to the Phoenix Suns. And then 13 is going to be Miami instead of Milwaukee, because Milwaukee will be number 10. So, Sam, just need a number between 9 and 16.
So Dallas had the 9th pick. Let's go on ahead and go with Dallas.
All right, Dallas.
Is the answer Roddy Beaubois?
No.
Beaubois.
I had to fight myself not to make him the answer to a question. Among all the first-round picks drafted by the Dallas Mavericks in the last 20 years, it's no surprise that Luka Doncic has been the biggest success, scoring over 12,000 points as a member of the Mavs. Which Dallas first-round pick from the last 20 years has scored the second most points as a Maverick?
Oh, man.
So Luka's number 1, 12,000. Who is number 2? So last 20 years, we're going back to like, what was that, 06, 07?
Oh, boy. Okay. So we're going to roll through some names here. We're going to talk some dudes, boys.
Talk some dudes.
Okay.
Dudes, boys.
It's our new segment, Talk Some Dudes.
So my first name here I have, I'm trying to think like the guys who played with Luka. It's interesting. Like a lot of them were trade acquisitions.
It is interesting, isn't it? Yeah.
So, okay, we're gonna go fast games, quick game here because I think Andrew's like ready to die, like and just like fall asleep. So, the first name that came to mind for me is Josh Howard.
Josh Howard, a great guess. He was drafted more than 20 years ago.
Really?
Wow. Yeah, you're pretty old. He was drafted in 2004, 2003 draft.
Wasn't that far off, but fair enough.
Otherwise, would have been a good selection. I'm sure he scored a lot of points as a Mav. Yeah. Oh, definitely he did. Yeah. He would be the correct
he have
answer.
been first?
I think he would have been. Not first, but he would have been, after Luka. Andrew.
Dude, this is a hard question.
Shout out Roddy Beaubois, baby.
I know.
Yeah, maybe it's him.
Josh Green.
Josh Green was number 3 on the list.
Honestly, a pretty good guess. Yeah.
Dennis Smith Jr., number 2 on the list.
Oh my God.
Number
He's
1,
2?
Cooper Flagg.
That's bananas, Alex.
Whoa.
I mean, Josh Howard definitely would have been first then.
Yeah, he would have.
Yeah.
I mean, in my head, I'm thinking like, I think Devin Harris was like the 03 or 04 draft.
Yeah, he was right outside the range too. Yeah.
That's like where my head went, not Cooper Flagg. Oh my gosh.
All right,
That's
Andrew, board is yours.
Crazy.
Board is yours.
I guess, or I can't see anything.
Oh, okay. Well,
So just, I guess we'll go the next one after
all
the
right.
one.
10. It's Milwaukee.
Okay.
Milwaukee drafted Giannis with the 15th pick in the 2013 draft. He wanted to play almost 900 games for the Bucks. Name the Bucks first rounders that played the second, third, and fourth most games for Milwaukee since Giannis was drafted. You do get 1 point per correct answer. So this is since Giannis was drafted, first rounders who's played the second, third, and fourth most games as a Buck.
First rounders.
Giannis played 900. Similar to the first
After
question.
Giannis was drafted?
Yes,
the
after
qualifier?
Giannis was drafted.
Okay.
And you get 1 point per correct answer, so you could get a couple of these.
I need to get a couple of these.
You got to get a couple of these.
Gosh. I don't know if this guy did Dante DiVincenzo? Is he one of them?
He was second most with 176 games.
Okay.
I'm honestly like kind of staggered that Dante's not first. And I'm sorry, is this just first rounders or all picks?
Yeah, just first rounders.
Okay. Just first rounders.
Just the first rounders.
Golly.
Can you come up with another name? Andrew.
I don't know who this would be. Not Beauchamp. Beauchamp?
Beauchamp is incorrect.
Okay.
Sam.
Okay, so my next guess here is Thon Maker.
He was number 3 on the list.
No way.
Yeah. I kind of
With
figured.
168 games. Can you get number
Oh my
1?
gosh.
Okay, so who's number 1?
Number 1.
Okay. Number 1 is going to be. You said Dante was 168.
176.
I mean, it would be bonkers if it was that guy. There's no way.
Ooh, it might be.
I refuse to believe that it's this guy.
Go with your gut, Sam.
Go with your gut, Sam.
Is
Believe
it
in yourself.
DJ Wilson?
Oh, no. Okay, don't.
I was going to say, there's no way it's DJ Wilson. Who am I forgetting?
Go away from your
It
gut,
is
Sam.
number 2 overall pick, Jabari Parker.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I honestly
shoot.
thought he went a year before. So, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, 2014 with Wiggins and
my
Embiid.
I guess that would be right. Dang.
I did math bad.
Sam, board is yours. Scores tied.
Number 11 is going to be the Golden State Warriors. Let's go Golden State Warriors. This is a hellfire.
Here we go.
This is a wasteland.
In the last 10 years, 7 Warriors have scored 40 points in a game. Now, 3 of those were first-round draft picks of the Warriors: Steph, Clay, and Jordan Poole. Name the other 4 players, and you get 1 point per correct answer. So this is in the last decade, Warriors who scored 40 points that were not drafted by the Warriors.
That were not drafted by the Warriors.
That were not drafted. Because the ones that were drafted, Steph, Clay, Jordan Poole, I gave those to you. 4 other names. Scored 40 points, not drafted by the Warriors last decade.
Sorry, can you give me the year range?
Let's say 2016-17.
Okay.
Starting.
So players not drafted by the Warriors to score 40 points.
Yeah.
So like Kevin Durant.
Correct. For
Okay.
1 point. Yeah. Sometimes I give easy ones.
Okay. There's going to be
Andrew looks like he's about to barf.
There's going to be a really dumb one here in like the 2020 year is going to be my guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of those years where Steph was out. Like who could be like a totally bonkers name? I think I'm probably overthinking this on some level, but like who else is there that would have scored 40 plus for this Warriors team that was not like Harrison Barnes was drafted by the Warriors, so it's not Harrison Barnes.
That's correct.
Like, okay. Did D'Angelo Russell do it in his
He
short
sure
stint
did,
there?
Sam.
Wow.
It's another point.
D'Lo.
Did Wiggins do it?
Ooh, Sam's on fire. Another point.
Okay.
Can you get the final name?
Oh, God. Okay.
Final name. I really want to give you a hint, but I can't. Can't do it.
I'm guessing this is going to be like a totally bonkers name. I mean,
Who is that gonna be?
I was about to say Pods, but it's not. He was
Oh,
drafted
okay.
there.
I thought you were about to say Patrick McCaw.
No, well, he was drafted there too.
Also drafted.
Oh, that's
So-
true.
Also drafted by the Warriors.
I would have been wrong.
Yeah.
More ways than one.
Okay. Who else am I missing? Not drafted by the Warriors, so it can't be Damian Jones. Okay. It
Can't be
cannot
Jordan Bell.
Jacob Evans. It can't be Jordan Bell. That's a very good point. It can't be Eric Paschall.
All rookie team.
That's
Did
right.
did like Omari Spellman or someone stupid do this?
The
That's
answer
actually
to
a guess.
Omari
Like
Spellman.
I'll just-
No,
Yeah.
it was not Omari Spellman. Andrew, you had a lot of time to think up a name. What'd you come up with?
Jimmy Butler.
Actually, a really good guess.
Yeah. The answer is no. But that sounds wrong.
It sounds right.
But let's have a look. He's been there a year and a half, right?
Yeah, I just can't think of any other logical name.
Okay, well the correct answer, he scored 33. That was his high this season.
Mm-hmm.
And then
probably
his
didn't do it
high. Yeah, he probably didn't. The other name is a guy we talked about just a few days ago. I think I said that he deserved a statue. Tsunami Poppy. Kelly Oubre Jr.
Hey, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
When he gets rolling,
okay.
he goes, man. I believe it.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
Andrew, I'll just go to the next number. It's
Mhm.
12.
See, like,
Oklahoma
I
City.
went like real stupid because I assumed Alex was going to give us something like, oh yeah, the first three are easy, and then the last one's Omari Spellman.
And the last one is my favorite player in the league, Tsunami Poppy. Okay, OKC, number 12. While Kevin Durant was an obvious selection in the 2007 draft, Russell Westbrook was not quite as obvious and would go on to total 148 triple-doubles in his time with the Thunder. We're going to name the 11 other players in Thunder franchise history to have at least one triple-double. So Andrew will give me a name, then Sam will give me a name. We'll go back and forth till one of you stumbles. So all you got to give me just a name of a Thunder player who had a triple-double.
Josh Giddey.
Josh Giddey, number 2 overall. Sam?
J-Dub.
J-Dub has not had a
Seriously?
triple-double. J. Will has had a
J. Will
triple-double,
has had multiple.
but J-Dub has not.
Yeah,
Sam.
he's not done it. Yeah, he's not done it.
Oh, yikes.
He's obviously
I
like
hit
a
the
player
one
that,
landmine that like I could have possibly hit. Like, did that really just happen?
You didn't say, you could have said Poku, I guess.
Poku. He did have a triple-double.
Yep.
Andrew, you want to just rattle these off? I'm sure you know them. Big swig of water.
Other Thunder players that have had triple doubles outside of,
Giddey, J. Will, and Poku.
and you said there's 11?
Yeah, come on, easy names.
Yeah, I mean, Shea has to have done it.
Yeah, Shea's
Like,
done it once.
Shea's had one.
I assume the question's
Paul?
over, right? Like I'm able to just start guessing.
Just throw in his own name.
Mhm.
Chris
Oh, I
Paul.
thought you were gonna-
CP3 have one?
Yes, Chris Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Did Dennis Schroeder do it?
Paul George had one.
Paul George. No Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah. Did Ibaka had triple-double with blocks?
Ibaka had one with blocks. There was one this past season. iHeart.
Oh, I forgot about iHeart's triple-double.
None of you have said Kevin Durant
that
yet.
one went so under the radar, too, when it was like happening. No one was really tracking it. And I was like, oh, my gosh, I just gave a triple-double.
KD. And then the last two names, which you won't get, I don't think. Trey Mann and Earl Watson.
Earl Watson. The fact that Tricky Trey has a triple-double and J-Dub does not makes no sense.
Pretty wild.
That makes no sense whatsoever.
Okay, we got a game on our hands. Sam is up by 1, 4-3. Sam, you control the board.
Okay. 13 is Miami. Yeah, sure. That could get hard, actually.
Kasper Jakucionis was drafted by the Heat 20th overall in last year's draft and is now headed to Milwaukee in the Giannis trade. Who was the last Heat first rounder pick? Who was the last Heat first round draft pick to play only one season in Miami before Jakucionis? So they were drafted by the Heat in the first round, played only one season or less, traded away, or something happened.
Shabazz Napier?
No. Andrew.
Is this the big sneeze?
It's the big sneeze. Precious Achua.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because he got traded in the Lowry deal. Yeah.
That's right. Andrew, would you like to go to 14? The score is tied.
Yeah.
Okay, 14 is Charlotte. How many career three-pointers has Tidjane Salaun made? Now
Oh my God.
you got to choose who answers first. You can answer first, Sam go higher or lower, or you can make Sam answer first and you go higher or lower. So made three-pointers in his career, Tidjane Salaun.
I'm gonna ask Sam to go.
Yeah,
I don't even
that's
have a
the
feel
right.
for like.
This is what I would have done.
I don't have a feel for what this is.
It could be any number.
You could say any number. You couldn't say any number, but you could make me believe a lot of things. I'll say that.
9.5.
Wait, that's a what? 9.5?
Don't I have to make the over under?
Well, yeah, but it needs to be a whole number because you could get it exactly correct and then you could get a bonus.
Okay. 9 is the number.
Andrew, do you like to go higher or lower than 9 3-pointers made for Tidjane Salaun?
I'll say higher, but if it's lower, I'm gonna feel so dumb. Oh my gosh!
Over his first 2 seasons, Tidjane Salaun has made 94 3-pointers.
Imagine if I did say under.
Would have been amazing.
All right. Sam, you've now fallen behind by 2, but the board is yours.
Okay. 15 is Chicago, which is
15 is
whose
Portland.
Pick Portland's, and then 16 is who?
The Suns.
Be the Suns.
The Suns.
Let's go Portland.
Since drafting Damian Lillard in 2012, which Blazers draft pick has played in the most playoff games? And I did not say first round, so this is the entire draft.
The entire draft. Since when?
Since they drafted Dame in 2012, which Blazers draft pick has played in the most playoff games? Not necessarily for the Blazers, but just in their career.
Oh, so it can be anywhere.
Anywhere.
Okay. So I have like a reasonable guess, but I need to like think through this now. Wasn't drafted by the Blazers. See, like, I think I know who you want me to say, and I don't think it's right, is the problem.
Who do I
This is the
want you to
mind
say?
game that Al plays on us, Andrew. It's
This is true.
disgusting, and
This
it's
is true.
really just an unacceptable behavior in a workplace, in my opinion.
Well, I want the idea behind most trivia questions are I want you to feel smart for a brief moment and then realize that there's no way that could be right. I want you to you know have this like really good guess that just pops in your brain and you get excited briefly and then you realize there's no way it's right.
Yeah.
There's no way Alex would give me a point that easily.
I mean, I'm going to say CJ McCollum.
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too
Andrew.
obvious for Al.
Yeah, I know. But then, like, last week, he gave us one where it was like, no, you idiot. It's the easy answer.
Yeah. So this could be any round.
Any of
the
them.
2 rounds.
Any round. No undrafteds, though. So Ibu Baji does not count, Andrew.
That's correct.
Oh, dang. Golly. What about... God, I don't think he's played in the playoffs that much. What about Pat Connaughton?
It is Pat Connaughton.
That's a great answer, and that's right. Yeah.
who has played more playoff games than Dame. He's played the most of any Blazers draft pick.
Yeah, that's what you get when you play with Giannis, I guess.
Yeah. Champ. He's a champ. Andrew, final question. Phoenix, rank these former Suns first-round picks from most career points to fewest career points. So I'm going to give you 3 names. You're going to rank them from most career points to fewest career points. Here we go.
This could get ugly.
Okay.
Dragan Bender, Tyler Ennis, Kendall Marshall. Put those in correct order. Most to least.
Ennis, Bender, Marshall.
Sam, you have a chance to get 1 more point. Will that tie the game? No. Will you win the game? Also no. But you could finish the game only down 2, which would be...
I don't think any of these guys got through their rookie deals. Like, I think they all got caught, like, at least by year 3.
I did have a conversation about Dragan Bender today with Zach Harper and S. Barahini. So
I guess I'm gonna say
Bender on the brain.
Bender's on the brain.
Marshall, Bender, Ennis.
Also wrong. Correct answer. Dragan Bender. Number 1, played over 1,000 NBA minutes. Kendall Marshall and Tyler Ennis.
Oh, I thought you said
Yikes.
scoring. That's on me.
What? I did.
He did.
What? What were you confused about?
You just said minutes. They played.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it was points. It wasn't.
Yeah, I'm sure you have the right number written down. We'll go with that.
I hope to God. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I did. It was points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that brings us to the end of Andrew versus the Beat. Sam, thank you so much. You've had such a long day and to put up with us. And meanwhile, Andrew's over here's got to catch a plane in the morning. Me, I'm fine. It's not even 10:30 here. I'm doing great.
Me? I'm fine.
Hey,
But thank you both for playing.
it's a wonderful 3:30 in the afternoon here, guys. Like, I just have to write winners
Yeah.
and losers,
Nice.
and then probably write something else. Who knows?
Yeah. Go check out all of that at The Athletic. Sam Vecenie, just the best, the absolute best. So thank you for joining us. Go listen to the Game Theory podcast as well. If you want to go back, you can see all their reactions to every pick. If you want to go watch the stream that we did, I guess that would be last night here in Chicago at the Athletic Football Studio. Would love for you to go watch that as well. We had CJ Moore sitting in the seat that I'm in right now. Zach Harper and Esperahini were here as well, hosting the show. It was an absolute delight. We got to hear, it's cool to hear CJ just tell stories about a lot of these guys. He played like pickup basketball with Keaton Wagler because Keaton is the same age as his son, and they like live in the same town. And so like
he went to the same high school that CJ did.
Yes. And so like he told a story about how he played for like the scout team for Keaton Wagler's high school team, which is very cool. By
the way, also, CJ can hoop, guys. Like
that's what I hear. That's what I hear. Rumor has it, CJ hit 5 threes in one of these scout games and beat Keaton Wagler's team.
Wow.
So, I'm just telling you, like,
rumor has it.
I feel pretty good. Like, you guys can give me whoever at the company. Like, I'd probably take CJ in a game of pickup.
I believe that.
Yeah, I don't think we have any pros, do we? Right now?
No, I don't think so. We used to have Josh Eustace.
Yeah, I think that Josh probably would have caught him.
Yeah, I think so. I agree with that. But go listen to that. A lot of really good insight about the draft and like who these players are and all of that. So please go check that stream out as well. Hope you guys are doing great, and we'll talk to you guys again next week.